Hi, my name is Liz Wall, and I am proud to recognize our volunteers today. The first group that we're recognizing are the change makers. A change maker is best described as if it were not for this person, we would not be where we are today. The individual has helped drive meaningful change, whether it be through health, policy, or driven success for the CCA and the community with lasting impact. The first person we'll be recognizing today, posthumously, is Beth Armour. Beth was passionate about her work in dietetics and nutrition as a clinician, mentor, and coordinator and entrepreneur. Her tenacity and dedication were instrumental for both her work as part of the practice-based evidence in nutrition team with Dietitians of Canada and the regulation and product development of gluten-free oats. As a newly retired dietitian from the Royal Victoria Hospital in Montreal, Beth co-founded Cream Hill Estates that produced the first safe gluten-free oats in Canada, developing what is now known as the Purity Protocol. To her colleagues and students, she gave her wisdom, counsel, and compassion, and her work impacted both dietetic practice and the lives of individuals with celiac disease in Canada and around the world. She was humble and would rarely take credit for her accomplishments. Even though she accomplished a great deal, she wanted everyone to succeed. We recognize David Congram posthumously, and were it not for David Congram, we would not have our current GFCP standards, thanks to his work on the Growing Forward 2 grant. Also, David's experience as an actuary helped guide the CCA to its current success and growth, always ready to lend a hand and mentor volunteers and staff with words of kindness. He participated in every fundraising opportunity, and as you can see in this picture, he even stuffed envelopes. Dedicated thousands of hours to the CCA to help it become financially sound and to steward a major grant which helped develop new standards for the gluten-free grains. We recognize Dr. Vern Burrows posthumously. He was an international authority on oat breeding and utilization. He elevated oats to a world-class cereal grain over a career spanning 60 years as a research scientist at Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada. He developed 27 varieties of oats. He was affectionately known as Dr. Oats. He joined the CCA Professional Advisory Board in 2002 and took on the huge task of collaborating with and bringing together so many individuals from agriculture and agri-foods, Health Canada, agriculture companies, farmers and food companies, entrepreneurs to partner with the CCA and its professional advisory board to develop agronomic solutions to bring to market safe gluten-free oats for those with celiac disease. He was made a member of the Order of Canada in 2001, and he was also given the CCA Honorary Life Membership in 2016. We are so grateful for his incredible contributions to the celiac community. Dr. Campbell was the director of the Nutrition Board at Health Canada, an advisor to the Ottawa CCA chapter, and chair of the National Nutrition Committee, which is now known as the Professional Advisory Council. While at Health Canada, he collaborated with dietitian Marian Zergatis, who was at Consumer and Corporate Affairs on the many food allergen and gluten labeling issues. Together, they co-authored the first CCA Pocket Dictionary with Vancouver dietitian Mavis Malloy as a reviewer. Shelley Case, a leading international expert on celiac disease and the gluten-free diet. Shelley is a registered dietitian, author, speaker, and consultant with more than 40 years' experience. She's been featured on radio, TV, and frequently quoted in many major print media. A popular speaker, she delivers presentations on celiac and the gluten-free diet at medical, nutrition, celiac, food industry, and agriculture conferences throughout North America. Shelley has played a key role for the CCA on food regulatory issues, safe gluten-free oats, celiac research, and mentoring dietetic interns. Mark Johnson was the president of Mark Johnson was president of the Ottawa chapter and served on the national board. With Anne Raggett and Sue Newell, they kept the CCA going through desperate financial challenges as a small charity. Despite the incredible change-making policies and introduction of North America's first gluten-free certification program, the CCA did struggle with declining membership. Mark continues to offer his support as MC at our conferences and is always ready to lend a hand to all of our chapters and support groups. Joanne Murray volunteered tirelessly over the years since 1998 with the Calgary chapter and was instrumental in developing an education program that eventually was rolled out at the national level in 2014 and provided the basis for the current national programs. Joanne was a key player in reaching out to the restaurant industry in Calgary between 2003 and 2014 and assisting with training materials for gluten-free food safety. Her many other community outreach programs during this time also served to increase awareness about celiac disease. Marian Sakadas, she was diagnosed with celiac disease while working for the government in various positions. Marian's contributions are too numerous to mention, but was instrumental in getting the gluten-free regulation in 1995. And so many others. She was also a dedicated volunteer to Ottawa chapter on the CCA Professional Advisory Board for many years. Linda Marie Nelson has volunteered with Celiac Canada since 2003. She started off volunteering for the then Vancouver chapter, which she was able to keep running despite some tough financial times, and lead it into the technology age by starting up a store and what would end up being its Facebook group. At that time, National did not have a social media presence, so she encouraged them to create their own Facebook group and copied what was being done in Vancouver. Now the National group has more than 20,000 members and is a core part of the support that Celiac Canada provides to those diagnosed with gluten disorders. And now we'd like to recognize our super volunteers. This category is meant for those unsung heroes who are dedicated to helping deliver programs, help, and support. They might have been an active volunteer on committees or boards, led local support group meetings, developed programs, helped with food drives, or just are always lending a helping hand whenever there was a need. We want to give a huge, huge thank you to all of them, beginning with Ellen Baines, Janet Bolton, Adita Bosak, Janet and Bev, Jessica Danford, Sasha, Ann Dunn, Dr. Duerksen, Krista Dubesky. Thank you to Margaret Duffy, Jean Eldershaw, Brianna Hamilton. Thank you to Sue Jennett, James King, and Susan Finley. Thank you to Mavis and Dorothy and Inez. And thank you to Dr. Marie Inez Pinto Sanchez. Thank you to Joy, Ronnie Lynn, and Dr. Rashad. Thank you so much to Joan and Ken Tucky, Michael Roberts, and Dr. Justine Turner. Thank you to Leo, Turner, Val Vartno, June Williams, Susan Finley, Deanna Mack, Sanjay Massey, Susan Phipps, Elizabeth Reeson, and Donna Washburn. Thank you very much. We are now looking at our young volunteers, and these are youngsters under 18 who make a difference in their community. We'd like to thank Anna and Lucy. We'd like to thank Addison and Kayla. And thank you, Sadie. Thank you all, volunteers. We are every person with celiac diagnosed and empowered because of you.